Hi, I'm Nick Bonner for TreeStuff.com, and today I have the privilege of welcoming Jamie Chambrelli to the channel. Jamie, how are you?
How you doing, Nick?
I'm good. Let's switch spots. You're standing downhill from me, and yeah, there we go. That's much better. All right, Jamie. So tell us, who are you, and why are you on our channel today?
So my name is Jamie Chambrelli. I'm the Eastern Region Safety Manager with Tree, and I'm also a product designer and work in product development with Buckingham Manufacturing.
Great, and that's a great segue because we're here to talk about the Buckingham Throttle.
So right here we have the all-new Buckingham Throttle. This is a inline MRS and SRS device all in the same package.
Great. We're not going to do any climbing today. No hard hats, no harnesses. You see that. But we are going to put it on the rope and talk through some of the features. So, Jamie, this works in MRS and SRS.
Yes.
Right? Well, go ahead and put it on the rope for me. Should set it up in MRS configuration.
Absolutely. So first I'm going to open the upper disconnect button. It works similar to a carabiner. I'm going to slide down the sleeve around the button and make a turn, and that's going to open the cheek plate. I then want to place the rope on the top of the cams, and I'm going to push the rope is seated between the two cams, and then close the upper cheek plates.
I'm going to stop here for a second. I've played with this device, and I did not make putting the rope in look quite as easy as you did. And I'll be honest, I was a little frustrated at first. I was like, what the heck?
Yep.
But there is obviously a technique. And once you learn that technique just a little bit, it's as easy as you demonstrated it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Getting it on and off rope has a certain nuance because we designed this that once the rope is captured between these two cams, if something was to happen in the rope, something was to be opened inadvertently, once the rope is between the two cams, it cannot come out of there. There's only one way in and out of the device, which adds an added factor to safety. All right, let's keep going. Out the device. Okay. So once I've closed the top plates, I'm then going to press the detent button on the bottom end, which is going to separate the two moving cheek plates. I'm going to bring the rope behind the pulley in front of the rope channel. Make sure that my adjustment on the lower end, my mode adjustment, is showing me MRS. And then I'm going to close the device. And then once I've done that, I'm going to bring my carabiner into the upper attachment hole here that's marked for MRS. And the device will be ready for me to go.
I love these hollow axles. I love how they put the carabiners inboard farther on the device, which makes the whole device more compact and it allows everything to be nice and smooth.
And something else too, once we have a little bit of rope weight below this is going to be self-tailing, and we're going to be able to just feed our slack into the device, and the device will just capture that.
Coming out from a lift walker, taking a step up, that two-handed pull above is just going to kind of self-bail.
Just going to let the rope fall right through the device.
So we're in a small tree here. I'm looking at this tree, and I'm thinking, if I was climbing this tree, I might not even get my crow line up. I might want to double up this tree.
Absolutely.
With a calanure. But then it is kind of like, there's a lot of little branches and stuff. I might want to SRT it. So I could see myself very easily setting this up on the ground, not biting by custody, instead of using it over our head. Brett got my lanyard on, I get up, and I just start doubling up. Get up 25 to 30 feet, we'll pop this small tree.
What do I get? Once you get up to 25 feet, right? And in this case, so that we don't have to pull a bunch of rope through, I'm going to take it off the rope and reinstall it SRS. Okay. So I'm going to take it off the rope very simply, disconnect my upper carabiner here, pop it off. I'm just going to rack it on my non-existent harness.
All right, so we've anchored our SRS line at the top of the tree.
Okay, so now I'm going to go through the same process again. I'm going to open the upper cheek plates. I'm going to put the rope in the device, close the upper cheek plates. I'm going to open the lower cheek plates, seat it behind the rolling bollard in front of the rope channel, and I'm going to switch my mode from MRS to SRS, close the device, and now I'm ready to climb SRS.
And Jamie, you just took it off the device, but had I climbed up in double or MRS there, I got up to the top, lanyard on.
Yep.
Carabiner's right here. All I have to do is take that carabiner off, tie my running bow in, whatever anchor I want at the top, send some rope down for a retrieval leg, and then my lanyard's still on. I can just open this up, pop the adjustment from MRS to SRS, and close it, and I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can make those quick adjustments on the fly. And the fall protection is in the top end of the device. Those are the cams that are holding you. The bottom end of the device is friction performance. So as long as you're in the top end of the device, you're locked in.
Once I'm in SRS, I don't require any additional hardware. I don't need any more carabiners. I don't need an add-on that throw rope wrenches involved. I'm simply going to attach my chest ascender here or my chest harness here. Correct. That's going to tend it. I'm going to stop where I want to come down. All I need to do is pull down.
That's it. All the components to climb SRS are built into the device.
Jamie, you're a field guy. You're not an engineer.
Right.
Right? How did you pull off with this?
So I was out with a bunch of guys at Buckingham one night for dinner, and you were talking about maybe some products that could come down the line. And I'd had an idea that I wanted to make a climbing device that could be a catch-all, right? That could take all the misses that certain devices have or some of the complexity and make something that maybe it's not for everybody, but it's for anybody. Like something that as a brand new climber, you can get on rope, climb SRS, and then in that turn that you're, progressing in your career, just be able to switch a button and switch to SRS when the time's right for you.
Awesome. I love this device. I started climbing SRS on a hitchhiker. I've tried all of the different devices, and I think that this is so exciting, mainly for me because of the way it switches so easily between the options. I think a lot of people get polarized in thinking that you have to be one type of climber. Right, there is no one type. There's so many options where you might want to SRS up and MRS down because the tree is, wide open and spreading, and maybe it's really dense, so you want to MRS up, SRS down. But the idea that you can do that without having to carry extra equipment, which you don't have, a bunch of fiddly adjustments to anything, it's a great product. We're so excited to have it at TreeStuff. You could get it at treestuff.com. Yeah, that's it, Jamie.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, man. I'm very excited.
Cheers.
Yep.